On a quiet August night in 1886, one of the most powerful earthquakes in American history struck the low country of South Carolina. Buildings crumbled, church bells rang out in terror, and for a moment it felt like the world was ending. But this wasn't California, this was Charleston, a city built on soft earth, old bricks, and centuries of Southern history. It was August 31st, 1886. The sun had set on another humid summer day in Charleston. Folks were winding down, reading, rocking on porches, or drifting off to sleep. The streets were still, lit only by gas lamps and the moon. Then, at 9:51 p.m., the ground began to shake. At first it was a low rumble, like a distant train or a storm rolling in. Then came the roar. The quake hit with a force that few in the region had ever imagined. Estimated today at 7.0 magnitude, it shattered the peace of the Low Country in less than a minute. Bricks flew from buildings, walls buckled, chimneys toppled by the thousands. The spires of churches, symbols of Charleston's historic skyline, cracked and crumbled. Witnesses said the earth moved in waves. Some watched sidewalks rise and fall like breathing lungs. Others heard loud booms from underground like explosions deep within the soil. It wasn't just the city center, towns across South Carolina felt it. Columbia, Sumter, Orangeburg. Reports even came in from Chicago and Cuba. The shockwave spread far and wide, but Charleston bore the brunt. By morning, the scale of destruction was clear. Over 100 people were dead. Hundreds more were injured. Roughly 90% of the buildings in Charleston were damaged or destroyed. Homes, shops, churches, everything from modest wood frame cottages to grand antebellum mansions bore cracks, collapses, or outright ruin. The entire city looked like it had been shelled. And yet, here's what's incredible. Charleston had no warning system, no earthquake codes, no real concept of seismic risk. Yet its people rallied with astonishing speed. Citizens formed bucket brigades to extinguish fires. Makeshift hospitals popped up in churches and courtyards. People brought the wounded in wagons and on foot. The city had been blindsided, but it wasn't broken.